Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. Just welcome to my channel. If you are new here, and in this video I'm going to be drawing one of my favorite characters I have not drawn in a really long time. I'm kind of hoping to just do a series because I have so many favorite characters that I have not drawn in literal ages. Like, they're still my favorite characters from their respective movie, show, whatever, but like I just haven't drawn them in a long while, and like for a time there's a moment where I was like obsessed with them and would draw them like non-stop. But anyway, there's a lot of characters like that, so I'm kind of thinking I might try to turn this into like a little series kind of thing. Probably be sticking to my favorite characters and my second favorite characters. But anyway, in this video we're going to be starting with Gambit, who is honestly probably my second favorite X-Men, because Nightcrawler is my first favorite X-Men. He might be my favorite Marvel character overall, and I know it's kind of just a random pick for a favorite Marvel character, but Nightcrawler it is. And Gambit's more my second favorite X-Men. So you might be wondering, why are you starting off this with series, hopefully it's a series, with Gambit if Nightcrawler is your favorite X-Men? Well, you may or may not know that there's a movie that came out recently that has Gambit in it, and that is the Deadpool and Wolverine movie. And Gambit actually shows up in that movie, and he's like a really side character. I don't think he does it, like, is there for like a lot of the movie, but he's in it, and I've been seeing like screenshots of him from the movie, and it kind of just made me want to draw Gambit, not gonna lie, even though he's one of my second favorites. But like I said, I'd be keeping this video, or this series, that's hopefully gonna be a series, just favorites and second favorites. Anyway, all that to say, we're starting with Gambit, and that's why I kind of want to draw him, because I've been seeing screenshots from that movie, and I honestly kind of would hope that they would still make a Gambit movie, because I think they were going to, but I think it got scrapped for whatever reason at the moment anyway. But even though I'm not as big a Marvel fan as I used to be, like where I'd be keeping up with all the movies, so I feel like after the Infinity Saga they kind of start going really woke and stuff. I say woke, but I mean like liberal and pandering, politically correct. Not all of their movies, but a lot of them kind of just like it's hit or miss with Marvel movies now. Still interested in the Guardians of the Galaxy and stuff, but and like Spider-Man, but I don't really keep up with those movies like I used to. But I would like a Gambit movie, not gonna lie. Now, why do I like Gambit? Well, my first introduction to Gambit probably would be X-Men Evolution cartoon and Wolverine the X-Men cartoon. Those are the two X-Men cartoons I watched when I was younger with my brother. Probably X-Men Evolution more so, and I honestly don't remember it too much because it's been probably a literal decade. I kind of think I should rewatch it, not gonna lie, because I saw it come up in conversation on Twitter recently. Yes, I refuse to call it X, I'm sorry. It's Twitter, it forever will be. And so I saw X-Men Evolution come up in conversation on Twitter once on my timeline, and I'm like, oh yeah, I remember that show. It kind of made me want to rewatch it, not gonna lie. But anyway, that's when I was probably first introduced, and now I honestly don't remember like it a lot, not gonna lie, like I said. But I think what made me like Gambit was the silver tongue, smooth talking, French accent. Okay, now I know he's kind of a con artist. I think that's kind of like his thing, and that's why he's so silver tongue and smooth talking. But he got me, at least in the cartoon. In real life, I'm such a paranoid person. If someone tried to smooth talk me, I'd probably run the other way. Not gonna lie. But anyway, I feel like that, and then I just like accents. Not gonna lie. Any kind of accent, French accent, Italian accent, German accent, any accent, Chinese accent, Indian accent. I just think accents are cool, and they're really attractive, not gonna lie. And, well, I think they're attractive. And they just sound cool. I always wished I had an accent, even though I technically do. I have an American accent. Probably a more northern American accent, despite living in the South, but I was around my mom most of the time, and she never really had a southern accent, so I think that's why I never picked up a southern accent. Recently, I kind of feel like since I've been more around people, I have been getting a little more twang, not gonna lie. But anyway, I technically do have an American accent, but to me it's just not cool, okay? And maybe if I was to learn to speak another language, people from that region or who speak that language would think my accent's cool sounding, but I digress. French accent is fun, okay? I like how accents sound. Another reason why I think I like Gambit a lot is because it's usually associated with playing cards, and like the playing card motif is like, it's always associated with them, and I like the playing card like aesthetic and stuff because it makes me think of like magicians and the magician aesthetic, and I really like that kind of aesthetic, and it makes me think of, you know, magicians who are cool and circuses and stuff. Now I know Gambit is not a magician, and he carries playing cards around because they're small and they're portable, and so they're, you know, he can always have a weapon on him basically because of his quirk. I mean, mutant ability, which says I didn't just call it a quirk, I'm sorry. It's essentially the same thing, but you know, So with his mutant ability, he can easily, you know, grab it and charge it, and he has a weapon right then off the bat. And then since they're so light and portable, that's why he uses playing cards. He can really charge anything. And so I know that's why he carries them, but I like the playing card motif, and I think that's another big reason why I like him. Also, trench coats are cool, bro. You know, I always wanted like a brown leather trench coat for the longest time because of Gambit. I don't even know if his coat's really leather. I always just assumed it was. I like leather jackets, so trench coat would still be cool, not gonna lie. But trench coats are cool. Also, his eyes are pretty cool, not gonna lie. I mean, I think part of his backstory is that, like, people thought he was cursed when he was born because of his eyes. Maybe that also has something to do with why I like him, because I'm always like the sad stories. I pity these type of characters, you know, rejected by everyone. Hence why I like Nightcrawler so much. But anyway, I do like his eyes a lot too. So anyway, I just said anyway twice, way too close together. But anyway, I said it again. Moving on. But yeah, so there are a lot of things I like about Gambit and a lot of things that initially drew me to him. But overall, I think he's just a cool character, you know? And honestly, his superpowers are pretty cool too, not gonna lie. But I just like his character, okay? Now, all that said, I am pretty happy with how this drawing turned out. Boy, was it a blast in the past. I remember when I used to draw him all the time. I could actually think of some doodles in my mind that I remember drawing. Some of them I wouldn't mind redrawing, not gonna lie, but for this drawing I just did simple portrait kind of style because I wanted to get it out quick, so I have something to post for y'all. I may end up coming back and drawing Gambit again, but it'd be like a redraw of an old drawing I did, if I could find the ones I'm thinking of. But anyway, pretty happy how that turned out. Now that I look at it, I feel like the one arm is a little too short though. While I was holding the card, maybe it's just me. I feel like I remember during the sketching stage I was thinking I need to remember to make that arm a little bit longer, and I think I forgot. But anyway, also drew this all from memory, though from the positioning and the pose, his trench coat just covers up the entire costume, so I didn't really have to put my memory to use. But I think I can remember the color blocking and patterning on his outfit, even if, you know, wasn't covered up by his coat. But also, I guess this would be more like just like a default version of Gambit, because obviously Marvel characters have 1 bajillion different versions of them, different outfits. And like I said, the version I'm probably remembering is probably X-Men Evolution / Wolverine the X-Men version of Gambit. And his hair gave me such a hard time, I don't know why. I was trying to remember how his hair went, and I'm thinking, you know what, he probably has so many different hairstyles from all the different versions, it probably really don't matter what I do. But I feel like I remember it being more wild, so let's try to go more that route. Well everyone, I think that's all for this video, so yeah, if you liked this video, please do give it a like and subscribe if you haven't already for more content like this. Like I said, I was really hoping to turn this into a series. We'll see what happens, because I really wouldn't mind going down memory lane again and drawing all these different characters I used to love. But I still love them. They're still my favorites. Still draw them like I used to. But yeah, so I guess I'll see you on the next one. Bye bye.